A would-be burglar caught in the act, and what he did next has a lot of people talking. 7 News anchor Diane Lee is joining us from Spartanburg this evening with all the details about this would-be thief, Diane, who apparently had a major change of heart, right?
That's right, Amy. It's not like he turned himself in or anything, but in his own way, he did apologize before he left empty-handed. Today, I spoke with the tenant who confronted him, still shaken up, but willing to forgive.
In the mid-afternoon, Terrence McMillan is known to take a nap on his recliner. He rents in a quiet Spartanburg neighborhood where for 12 years he's never experienced crime and never been woken up until yesterday.
I was asleep. He opened the door, went back, he grabbed onto the rail, and he started kicking. And I woke up. I thought it was my neighbors. Then I came to the door. I said, "Get out of here! Get out of here!"
The would-be burglar had kicked a hole right through the door. McMillan didn't know if he was the next target.
I was nervous. I was scared.
McMillan says the man looked like him, same build, same age, but he had never seen him before. And then he heard something he never thought he would.
He said, "My bad. I thought this house was empty." And he ran down the steps and got in his car and he left.
McMillan didn't stop there. He came to the end of his driveway with this stick and saw the car swing back through. At that point, he said one more time, "Get out of here."
The Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office is now looking for a man in his 30s or 40s who drives a burgundy Honda Accord that's about 10 years old. McMillan still a bit shaken.
I can't really sleep because all I can hear in my head is that kick.
But he's thankful the stranger was more interested in apologizing than using force to get what he came for.
It just tells me that he still has a heart. I'm not saying what he done was right, but I forgive him. I forgive him. And
Let's hope the burglar will turn himself in and see this as a wake-up call himself. Amy?
Yeah, we sure hope that happens, Diane. You know, that had to be like pretty terrifying, and especially I can imagine being half sleepy and this happening. What is he hoping happens in terms of a punishment? Does he want this gentleman prosecuted if he does turn himself in?
He does. He doesn't want this gentleman to be let off, really, Amy, but he also has compassion for him and is glad at least that he didn't do any harm to him or, you know, his physical property inside, but he certainly wants him to, you know, pay his dues, as they say.
All right. Diane Lee, thank you. What an interesting story tonight. Also, a fisherman